brother's father-in-law found this old axe in an estate sale a few years ago, and I've had it simply just hanging on a wall since then. I thought it was time to finally build a proper display for it. The general idea for this piece is to create a mountain or hilly landscape that the axe is a part of. Building pieces these days is quite different for me than it was in the past. Big reason why I no longer build for customers anymore is simply I was burned out. Stress of having to meet the high expectations of each customer and myself all the time made the creative process extremely tedious. These days, I get to build what I want, the way I want, and on a time frame I'm comfortable with. Art is a subjective matter. There's a certain freedom that comes with creating a piece that you don't have to worry about what anybody else thinks. At the end of the day, I'm the only one who needs to be happy with this piece. So that leaves me a lot of room to be able to design on the fly and design based on what my gut and intuition say. That is where the art comes in. The big thing with designing on the fly is that sometimes it'll end with a fabulous result. Other times it can be pretty annoying because you'll make a decision that doesn't quite turn out the way you want, or it's not quite what you're happy with, so you have to backtrack, and that's just wasted time, wasted energy. Where, if you have a plan that worked out, drawn out, you can make the game plan to make it as efficiently as possible. The whole process of creating or doing anything is a lot more enjoyable when you don't have to rush the process or have to worry about the judgment of others. Pieces get finished when my intuition says they're finished and when I'm happy with the result. Ultimately, less stress creates better results. To construct this piece, I gathered a bunch of old scrap oak boards. I planed them to a similar thickness, cut them into strips about 2 inches wide, and then turned them on their edge so that edge grain was facing up. Same thing with 2 pieces of walnut to notch over the handle to hold it in place. These walnut pieces then became the starting points for the curves or landscape. With each piece, I traced a profile from the previous strip, and then take it over to the bandsaw and cut it either a little lower, a little higher, off to the left, off to the right. This is really where the design on the fly or using my gut instinct really came into play. Once all the pieces were rough cut, I glued them together in sections, making it a little more manageable. Once it was dry, it was time to fine-tune the shape and smooth out all the contours. Now, there are better tools for this type of job, but I just used an angle grinder with a flap wheel and then finished it off with a sander. I had the contours just right, I added frame to kind of clean up the edges and applied a simple dark stain to the yoke. Still not sure where this piece is going to end up, but I'll be sure to display it proudly when I do find that right spot. Also, be on the lookout for a second antique axe display that I made. And until then, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button.